WWE Fan Talk here. Today, we have the greatest Elite Series of all time. I don't think anything this year is going to top this Elite Series just because there's so many first time in the line guys or just better Elite versions of these guys. So this is Elite 69. I've been looking forward to this for weeks upon weeks. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it is, but once the images were released of this Elite set, I was so excited and I needed to get my hands on it. But now I finally got it after weeks of waiting, so I'm pretty excited. We got the full Elite set right there. So pumped. So as you can see, we have Ali, or Mustafa Ali like I like to call him, Tommaso Ciampa, The Miz, Ricochet, Rey Mysterio, and Bobby Lashley. In this video, I will not call him Bobby Trashley because I'm actually pretty excited for his figure. So first figure out, Tommaso Ciampa. Pretty cool. Pretty awesome. I love that head scan. And the first things first that I looked at was, did I get the good body mold? And I did. I got the shredded Tommaso Ciampa body mold. I'm super psyched for that. Because on ringside it said you're going to get one or the other. So I wasn't sure if I was going to get like, you know, the Daniel Bryan torso or whatever. But yeah, I got the Seth Rollins or Randy Orton torso. So pretty cool for Tommaso Ciampa. There's Tommaso Ciampa. Then I've been looking forward to this figure for a long time. And I know it's not the attire everybody wanted it to be with the yellow. But I'm just excited to have an updated Rey Mysterio. So there's the updated Rey Mysterio. I believe he wore, yeah, it says on the back he wore this when he was fighting against, Andrade. This is when he was feuding with Andrade, doing all those matches. So that's pretty cool. And then we have my current favorite wrestler. Yes, my current favorite wrestler in the WWE, Ali. I never thought I was going to say that. I hated him in the beginning of 205 Live. I just hated his character. I didn't get it. I didn't think it was good. But once WrestleMania, I think it was 34, came around and he fought Cedric Alexander for the championship, I was like, holy cow. I love this guy, so he's been one of my favorites ever since, but now he's honestly my favorite wrestler on the roster, so pretty cool. And then I really did gain a lot of respect for Bobby Lashley this past Sunday when he went one-on-one with Braun Strowman in the Falls Count Anywhere match. It was pretty good. And you know what? I'm a fan of Bobby Lashley from back in the day, from ECW and all those great matches and stuff, so I'm pretty psyched to have the first ever Mattel Elite Bobby Lashley. See, this is why this series is so good. Like, look at the lineup already. Like, if the Elite set was only, like, 4 figures, screw it. I would be happy because look at how, like, I don't know. I'm so satisfied with the set and the lineup. But we still have 2 more figures left. We have The Miz. And I know this is not the go-to figure in this set. I know it's going to be either Ricochet or Ali or Bobby Lashley, but man, does this figure have a ton of detail. Like, even though we've gotten a Miz before, they didn't mess around. They gave us, like, the full gear, the full painted stuff, and, like, even the plastic. Like, I know a lot of people are going to be mad that it's plastic, but honestly, if it's for something like this, it kind of needs to be plastic, but pretty awesome. The Miz. And last and certainly not least, this is probably the one I'm most excited for. Ricochet. Oh my goodness. That is truly just amazing. Just looking at it in the package, I have no complaints. Like, that is phenomenal. Like, we got a Ricochet. We got the great new torso. We got the entrance gear with the angel wings. We got the new hands and all that good stuff. So we're going to start things off hot. With the Ricochet. First time in the line ever, Ricochet. Put all these to the side. We're going to unbox the Ricochet first. I am so excited. So I'm not sure when he actually wore this. Ricochet right there. I believe he wore this, I could be wrong, but he wore similar gear at Money in the Bank. So it might have been from Money in the Bank. I'm not quite sure. There's that. Then we got the hands coming out. And then Ricochet with the wings. And I know what a lot of customizers are going to be using this for. Probably, yeah, this is a little difficult to get in. But yeah, if you see there's these little ports in the back that you can plug these angel wings on. If you wanted to, you could have this be a Kenny Omega entrance gear with the one wing for the angel wings or whatever. So I think that's pretty cool. You could use that. But yeah, we're just going to take these angel wings off. So pretty cool. And then it has all the star. It has the star in the front, a silver detail. Pretty good plastic, pretty soft. Unpegs from the front. Taking that off. And then you have freaking Ricochet. That is so sick. And you got, like, they released this figure just in time because he just won the United States title and now he's feuding with the phenomenal AJ Styles for the United States title. So that's pretty cool. The torso looks phenomenal. I think it's a brand new torso. And they went ahead and gave all the coloring on the tattoo. Like, look at all that coloring and all the detail they added in. They did not mess around for this figure. And there's the back with all the designs. Pretty cool. I don't think this is the greatest Ricochet attire, but it's definitely one of the best ones. It's definitely up there. I think my favorite one is like his silver or white gears that he usually wears. So that's pretty cool. There's the boots. And I know some people are going to add knee pads onto this figure, but I don't think I'm going to just because then that would cover up that detail right there. So yeah, I'm just going to leave the figure like so. It looks so cool. It looks perfect to me. And this is one of my favorite Elite figures of all time just because it's the first ever Ricochet and they knocked it out of the park. And also you get these hands for his entrance or any of his high flying moves or whatever. So pretty cool. Awesome detailed hands. Moving on, we're going to do The Miz next. So this was from WrestleMania, what was it, 34? I think this is when he lost to Seth Rollins. He lost his Intercontinental title, and I think that's the last time he had the Intercontinental Championship. So we get a lot of accessories. We get glasses. We get yes hands, because, you know, he mimics Daniel Bryan. And then we have The Miz. And that okay, comment down below what inspired him to have this attire. I'm not, like, quite sure. Kind of looks like, I don't know, the headband looked like he was, like, the freaking Karate Kid or something. I don't know. But has his eyes right there. Awesome head scan. I mean, it's like a decent rubber. It's not too soft, but the detail's awesome. All the sculpting work. It's not like it was reused or anything. This is a brand new mold. And then taking this off. Should be fairly easy to take it off. Maybe, maybe not. Yep, that was fairly easy. And then I'm just going to have to rearrange the legs a little bit. You might want to heat up the legs or something or to rearrange them. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. First thoughts. I feel like the red could be a little darker to match this red. Looks a little bit more like an orange, but you know, who cares? Has awesome gold. It says Money Maker on the kick pads. And then has the upside down W for The Miz. Awesome knee pads. One thing I really do like is how they covered up the skin right here and they made it black. It's just better that way, I think. It says The Miz on the back with the lighting and all that good stuff. I'm so glad we got a Miz. I've been wanting a new updated Miz. And then there's his spiky hair head scan. That looks awesome, and I think this is probably the best Miz head scan we've gotten. And they got the stubble and all that. Pretty sick. Awesome. Truly impressive. You also have the glasses right here if you want to put those on with the gear. But that is so cool. I'll have them all geared up at the end of the video so you guys can see it. So stay tuned for that. There's The Miz. The yes hands. Kind of commemorates his feud with Daniel Bryan last year. And then we're going to do Bobby Lashley next. I am so excited for this. I'm not sure when he exactly wore this gear. I'm assuming this is one of the first gears he wore since coming back to WWE. This guy is loaded with accessories. Like, if you want to have like a whole like gym workout playset or something, this is going to be perfect. You got the tire. It's kind of squishy, kind of cool, pretty cool. It's like a legit tire. It's not like it's like hard plastic or, I mean, it is hard plastic, but like you could actually bend it. So pretty cool. There's the tire. It kind of feels like a tire, to be honest. You have the sledgehammer because a lot of fitness people or bodybuilders do this a lot. They hit the tire, kind of works their body or upper body or whatever. I don't even really know. I've never done it before, but I've seen it in videos. So we get some more yes hands, but these are not meant for yes, yes, yes. They're meant for his entrance. I think he does this in his entrance with his pointing fingers. And we also get a hat. Awesome. I'm glad they give us a headband and a hat. Rubber bands. What in the world? And then more rubber bands. Jeez. And then putting the knee pad around. Oh my goodness. First thoughts. Oh my goodness. This is such an awesome figure. Bobby Lashley, super cool. I like the body mold they gave him. I think it's perfect. And then that head scan is spot on. They also gave that headband. You could take it off and replace it with the hat. I don't know if he wears this anymore. I don't know if I just don't pay attention, but I don't think he does wear this anymore. I don't know if he wears the hat either anymore, but that looks pretty cool as well. I think he just wrestles without it like that. But we also get a vest as well. So this figure, like if you want a lot of accessories, I recommend this figure in the set. And then the tights say Lashley. Pretty cool. And on the back, it has his entrance pose with the pointing fingers. So that's really cool. And then we just got the generic knee pads, generic boots. And these are accurate knee pads. He has the bigger knee pads, so that's awesome. We also get elbow pads and the wrist tape. Freaking awesome, Bobby Lashley. That is sick. Now what I'm going to do for my next stop motion is going to be him versus Brock Lesnar. And we're going to see who's going to freaking win that one, because that's something I've been wanting to see for a long time. Just to see the two figures together is going to be insane. It's one of my dream matches, so I'm excited for that. Next up, we have Rey freaking Mysterio. I want this guy to get a push. Like, he's like a legend, and he just, like, he came back, like, what, a year ago or so from just being on the indies and doing other things. And I think he needs a push. I wanted him versus AJ when AJ was champion, but never happened. Still is possible. We could have him versus Kofi. But yeah, there's the Rey Mysterio. This is my second ever Elite Rey Mysterio. Can you believe that? I've been wanting, like, I've been going online to see, like, on eBay, like, because they stopped making Rey Mysterio Elites, like, when he left the company. And I've been looking online, and they're so expensive. And finally, I have this one. Truly awesome. Awesome shirt. This is the shirt, I think, when he, what he had when he returned. It says GOAT. And then, again, Mattel with that awesome tattooed detail. It's so cool. I think it says Mexican right there. Does that say Mexican? I think it says Mexican. Yeah, Mexican. And then we also have the chest tattoos with the Christian cross, or the cross. And then we have that cool kind of skeleton look on the back. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be, but that's pretty cool. And then we get some awesome, more detailed tattoos on the side. And what's awesome is they added these little cufflinks for the gloves as well. So that's pretty cool. And you could take those off if you want. There's the head scan. Looking awesome for Rey. I think this is probably one of the best Rey Mysterios of all time, just the amount of detail. Like, I didn't think it was going to be that detailed. Like, from the front, it doesn't look like it's going to be, but then you look at the side, it says 619, and then it says GOAT, and then it says Rey. And by the way, that font looks like what Kiss uses. If you guys know what Kiss the band is, that's like the type of font they use for their logo. And then the back says 619. It gives the white or the black soles. And then it says RM for Rey Mysterio. So I think he definitely is my favorite luchador of all time. Pretty awesome. He also comes with 2 fists. If you want to do that, there's 2 fists as well. And then here's Rey Mysterio with the stand. So pretty cool for that. Next up, we have Tommaso Ciampa. Pretty cool. People call him, like pronounce his last name differently. Some people call him Ciampa. Some people call him Ciampa. I say Ciampa. Could be wrong, but that's what some people pronounce it differently. Yeah. And I'm glad they packaged it this way. They packaged it with the knee brace off. So you won't go through the hassle of having to take the knee brace off and then take the pants off if you wanted to do that. We also get the classic crutch. Pretty awesome. I don't think I've ever had a crutch, so that's pretty cool. We have a crutch. Actually, no, I have had a crutch. Never mind. But yeah, there is the crutch. Mattel crutch. And then we also get the Ricochet hands that we just got. We also got these with the Bret Hart Ultimate Edition series. If you haven't seen that ringside unboxing, make sure to go check it out. There's the hands, open hands. And then we get Tommaso Ciampa. Tell me down below, comment down below, if you think this figure is too small. I think it's perfect. If you were to stand, I don't know. Does that look, yeah, that's about right. I don't think he's that tall, so I think it's perfect. If you were to stand next to Bobby Lashley, that would probably be the correct scale. So I think that's perfect. I just think there's not a lot of big guys on NXT, bigger guys, that are super tall. So I'm just not used to it. But yeah, we also get the camo pants. You can undo it. It has Velcro on the front with the boots and all that good stuff. Pretty awesome. I like how it has the elastic at the bottom, so it kind of looks like it's form-fitting. So you could just have them like posed as that. Then you're going to take the pants off. Probably going to be a pain in the butt, but yeah. Taking off Tommaso Ciampa's pants. Taking his pants off. Then we have Tommaso Ciampa. That looks so cool. That looks so much better in person. And I think the legs look perfect. I know a lot of people like are changing the legs, but I think that looks perfect to scale. Otherwise, the thighs are going to look too big. But yeah, I love the design on the trunks. The trunks are phenomenal with the brown, the silver, the black, and the gold. It says Ciampa on the back with the nice open knee pads. And you could also, if you want, if you don't want it, you don't have to, but I'm going to be displaying it with the freaking knee brace on. So there's the knee brace. That is so cool. I did a custom Tommaso Ciampa back in the day before I could get my hands on Elite, before they made Elites. But yeah, there is the Tommaso Ciampa. And you could also use his crutch here. There we go. There's his crutch. Pretty cool. That is so sick. The head skin is just spot on as well too. They even added the little white specks of hair in there. Pretty awesome. We get a lot of bald guys in this set. He's bald, Rey's bald, Bobby Lashley's bald, and Ricochet's bald. The only guy with hair is Mustafa Ali, or yeah, Ali, whatever you want to call him, and The Miz. Last and certainly not least, we have my current favorite wrestler, Mustafa Ali. Pretty cool. What's awesome about this is one of his, I think this is his newest gear. He hasn't had a newest gear since, a new gear since. He wore this at the, what was it? Super Showdown, I think it was called. Just like, what was it, like 4 or 5 weeks ago? So it's really recent. So what they do now is they have guys send photos in of what they're going to be wearing for like their gear in the future. And then Mattel knows and then releases it around that time. Because look at the John Cena figures. We would get like images of the new neon green John Cena wristbands, and we're like, finally, we're going to get an updated John Cena with the correct colored wristbands. And then right as the figure would release, John Cena would change his wristband. So I'm glad they're doing this now. Boom. Freaking all E. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but all E. Yeah. Pretty cool. I like the yellow. I prefer the yellow over the red now that I look at it in person. But I'm going to have to get the red down the line just to compare them both. But the amount of detail they put in this too is quite amazing. All the lining with the knee pads and the sides. You even got the whole Iron Man type looking hands. That's pretty cool. You get them in both hands as well. So that's pretty cool. You kind of have an awesome entrance. They went all out with this figure as well. So, and they even added the detail for the gloves on the top part. So, yeah, and then you could also remove this. So this isn't one of those shield masks where it just goes on like this. You can actually take it off. So there's a strap. Take that off. There's all the detail for that. And then we get the head scan for Ollie. That looks just like him. That's crazy. And then we get the pegs on the back. Just peg them off. You might want to replace the hands when you do this, just so, I don't know, it might be easier. But yeah, and then replacing the hands as well. I like the torso they chose for this. They didn't do the shredded one, which is good, because he's not that shredded really. This is more like his physique. So there's Ollie, and with his head scan. That is so cool. It's a perfect figure. I think everything on this figure is pretty much perfect. Wow, yeah, that's phenomenal. That is truly phenomenal. But now we're going to get all these guys posed up, and then we're going to end the video review. Alrighty guys, that is it for this video review. Make sure to go to Ringside Collectibles and order the entire Elite 69. It's definitely worth it. Make sure to go and get that variant Ollie before everybody else gets it. But make sure to go to Ringside Collectibles and use that discount code Tanner, TANNER, all caps, save 10% at checkout in the entire set. I made a little cool setup down here. Looking over here, we have Ricochet super kicking Tommaso Ciampa. Why? Because Tommaso Ciampa is about to hit Bobby Lashley over the head with his crutch. And then The Miz is telling Bobby Lashley to hit the tire, not him. I don't know, that's pretty cool. And then we have Ollie getting ready to shoot Rey Mysterio with his cool repulsor hands. kind of like Iron Man. So he's just going to blast him away. And when he does, Rey Mysterio is just going to go flying away. Can never be seen again. Anyways, that is it for this video review. I definitely love this Elite Series. It is my favorite Elite Series of all time. As I've said in other videos, the Elite Series this year of 2019 just keep getting better and better and better. I think this is definitely the best year for Mattel WWE action figures. They're just so cool, so detailed. Like, we got all the guys that we've been wanting, plus more. Like, plus more accessories, plus more hands. It's just like crazy. This is the best Mattel has ever done, and they went all out in this set, and I definitely recommend picking up the entire set. Pick up all of them. You can't leave any of them out. Maybe get a few of them at a time. But you know, if I had to pick one that you truly need to get, I would say the Ricochet. I think Ricochet is an all-around guy that everybody likes, and I think everybody's going to want Ricochet. I would recommend picking up the Ali. He's my favorite in this set. I also think that the Rey Mysterio is good if you're a Rey Mysterio fan. The Ciampa is good for NXT. If you want Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar, go ahead and pick up the Bobby Lashley. And if you are a huge Miz fan and you love the Miz like I do, then pick up the Miz. But they're all around great. I literally have no complaints for any of the figures. They're all awesome. Definitely recommend it. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. WWE Fan Talk Show, out.